Hello, my name is Ulrich Schaffer. I live in Gibsons in British Columbia. I have been a writer most of my life. I published many books in Europe in 10 different languages and over 200 titles. But I am now about to start a complete new venture, namely to publish books in English. I did publish some books 20, 30, 40 years ago in English, but I wanted to see if I could get a North American audience. A little about myself. I was born in Germany, came to Canada at the age of 10, grew up in the north of British Columbia, went to university, the University of British Columbia and the University of Hamburg, studied literature, taught college, taught European literature in translation to young Canadians, and always wrote. And I really felt I wanted to write, have more time to write, and to write longer pieces, not just poetry, but novels and so on. And so I quit my job as a lecturer at the college. And since then, that's a long time ago, since then I've been living off my writing. I will start with 3 books to begin with. The first one is called Sacrifice. It's a novel about a pope who goes through real agony because he loves a South American country that is being ravaged and destroyed by a dictator, and he's looking for a solution. I've called it a spiritual thriller because the spirit in it and his spirit is really at the center of that novel. The second book is very different. It's a book of love poems. It's called Share the Moon with Me. I have written love poems all of my life, and when I met my wife, I wrote specific poems to her, but soon these poems changed and became poems on my love of life, because I feel that loving life is at the center of our lives. This book is 190 pages of poems, of love poems. Many of them are most of them are just a page long, and they celebrate the enjoyment of meeting another person. They're not the kind of love poetry that you find a lot on the internet or in other books, and namely the sort of unhappiness if a relationship goes wrong. These are very affirming, very life-loving. And the third book was sort of a bestseller in Germany. It sold 80,000 copies in a short while, and it is still selling. It's called Book of Rights, and I've written it because I feel that we start our life with a lot of rights. I have the right to think. I have the right to shape my own life. I have the right to find friends. I have the right maybe even to disobey, maybe to rebel, maybe to make mistakes, but we give up these rights because we want to fit. We want to be liked, we want to be loved, we want to be nice. And so as children already, we give up on some of those rights. And I have found in my life and in the life of others that many people don't even know really what they want anymore and how they want to live. They are so geared to doing what other people expect of them. And so I thought it was really important to write a book that encourages people to be true to themselves. The subtitle of the book is Taking Charge of Your Life. It has 100 different texts covering sort of a whole variety, a wide variety of topics that make up our life. And I hope you will especially give this book a chance. I've heard over and over again from my readers in Europe that it changed their life. Maybe not in a huge and dramatic way to begin with, but they got the courage to live what they felt. They learned to live more according to their heart. And that's what it is about. And a lot of my books are about living from the heart. These are the first 3. I have planned to do 2 more in the summer and 2 more in the fall. So by the fall, in time for Christmas, there will probably be 7 books, all quite different and life-giving. I'm doing this together with my daughter Zilia, and we formed sort of an alliance, and we have called ourselves Life-Giving Books because we're both interested in creating situations that give life to people and books that make people alive and enjoy life. Thanks for listening.